Rohan Convamui. Hey guys, how are you?
Hi.
Hi there.
I'm a huge fan of both of you, so this is a great honor to talk to you. So I wanted to get started with Priyanka. You're very well versed in action roles from Citadel all the way back to Dawn, which is one of my favorite movies of all time. So I wanted to get those past characters, Roma, Nadia, Alex, they had some level of restraint where Ursula doesn't. She's a ruthless killer. So like as a performer, what did you kind of have to call upon to push yourself to that next level, to that sort of to deliver that visceral performance that you give?
I think none of the characters that you mentioned were moms. And that just gave Ursel an added level of stakes. And I think I understood that. I only understood it after we had our daughter. She was 2 years old when I was filming this movie. She was in Australia with me. She was on the sets of The Bluff. And I just remember channeling into the feeling of what I would do if anybody hurt her. I would go to the ends of the earth, and that was my North Star in every choice that I made in the movie. And that's what is different from everything else that I've done before, I think.
Yeah, you're phenomenal. And Carl,
Thank you.
when the movie picks up, Captain Connor, we're told he's one of the last remaining pirates. Did you sort of approach him as someone that actually cares about retrieving this treasure, or is it more about that he's hell bent on revenge?
Neither, actually. It's sort of, I guess, the central motivation for Captain Connor is to be able to live in the world that he helped create. He is now an outlaw, former member of the East India Trading Company, and the one way that he can live in this world is he has to track down and hunt over his former partner. And so while there's an element of revenge in there, there's also a greater objective, and even greater than that is a questioning and a desire to know why she betrayed him. Because I think at its heart, there's really a bit of a tragic love story here, at least from Connor's perspective as well. So yeah, there was a lot of fertile ground to play with.
Yeah, absolutely. And then Priyanka, there's so many big epic stunts in the movie. So was your sword fight with Carl near the end among the most challenging to choreograph and get right, or was there something else you found more difficult throughout shooting?
The beginning and the end of the movie were the hardest for my character. The fight with Carl was required a lot of precision because it was just him and I, and there was so much unsaid between us that was just happening on our faces. So it required precision, jumps, agility. So it was really physical, but and also within the elements. So it was hard. We shot really long pieces together as well. And I had never done sword fighting before, very little bit, maybe back in Drona or something. So I didn't know it very well. And Carl is very well versed. He was taught by Darth Vader himself. So I was like, I've gotta not be stupid here. So there was a lot. I practiced for like months actually while I was filming Heads of State and when we started working. And we worked together extensively, again, while we were shooting, whenever we could get the time. And then the beginning, the invasion sequence, because it was, I was literally in just pajamas and I had splinters everywhere. The home was wooden, there were bruises. But it was really, really cool to be able to do that.
Yeah, no, it feels very authentic. And then, Carl, like she said, you're no stranger to these physical roles, but where you're being tasked with being a pirate captain, you're using these much different weaponry. I'm sure in the boys you've killed people in myriad different ways, but how did the sort of the Caribbean weaponry kind of change how you approach Connor's fighting style?
Yeah, I really enjoyed working with swords and knives and the guns in this movie. It's fun. There's a swashbuckling element to being a pirate, and I just enjoyed those moments where we got to play, and just really completely trusted and our fantastic stunt team, headed by Rob Alonso, who's done some of the greatest action in many, many years, and loved working with Priyanka on this. I mean, she just threw herself at it 1,000%, and I knew that I could not turn up to set and, you know, be even 5% down in energy, because Priyanka was always going to deliver and she was always
My
going to be
fifth
there with
espresso
energy. Yeah. So we went for it. And I think, you know, when you watch the film, you can see it. Like these two
Yeah.
really look like they're going to kill each other. And yeah, so it was just fun.
Yeah.